Here we are, Crazy Eddy's paint shop is open. Our skilled technicians working in our climatized paint booths have done a spectacular job spraying this hard to see Arrows Marlin in the paint scheme that this thing should have had from the get-go from the factory. Noticed in the marbling effect on the nose and the battery hatch there. Notice the razor point lines between the different shifts in the four colors. Yep, we've got orange, we've got bronze, we've got purple, and we sprayed green. Notice just how it looks, man. Notice that sprayed effect that we have between the copies. You only get that at Crazy Eddy's RC Paint and Repair Emporium. I mean, that's antiquing, that worn marbled look. Notice the skilled tape job. You won't see any runs because I'm not going to hold the camera still long enough for you to see runs. Here at Crazy Eddy, you bring it in. You buy 2 cases of beer, furnish the paint, and we'll paint any plane to your... until we're satisfied. Yeah, until we're 100% satisfied with the job. Then we'll turn it back over to you. There she is in all of her glory. I'm just about ready to go rip the tape off and unveil this beautiful. It looks like some, like in the Partridge Families in the '60s, puked on it or something. I don't know. A tie-dye, Grateful Dead. This is the Grateful Dead scheme here. Yep. Actually, it's not going to look too bad, to be serious there. But Crazy Eddy's never serious, never serious. We do cars, we do SUVs, we do trucks, we do trailers. You bring it in, we'll paint it. Just remember, 2 cases of beer and paint, and then larger objects have a higher price. But this is set for 5 minutes. At no time did we let the coats dry before we sprayed on more. So that way you get that natural, and the plane is pointing up. So like any runs that you get will look like it's from the speed of the plane, pushing the paint down. So that gives it that, almost like flames. Gives it that flame look. After all, green, bronze, and purple and orange, they all kind of blend together. But I think this is going to look spectacular. Notice the careful tape job that we did on those landing gear to make sure they didn't get, the wheels didn't end up orange. Yep, a lot of work, a lot of planning went into picking these colors off of our wide selection of paint colors that we have right here. Yep, I went for the empty cans, tried the empty cans. There's sand we used for filling in the yard, and in case we have a lipo fire, that's the quickest way to put it out. Crazy Eddy! Woo! Already thrown away some. There are some of the bright colors that we used on this fantastic paint job. All right, that's all for now. We'll get back on and we'll show you after our technicians carefully remove the tape from this spectacular paint job on this fantastic Arrows Marlin. Again, this is the paint job I should have from the factory. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those millennials, we'll give you a millennial shot of it. There you go, there you go. Only Crazy Eddy's, we give you what you need. Crazy Eddy's back, our skilled, artistic airplane painters just finished removing the tape. And I must say myself, this looks pretty spectacular. Hey, Thunderbirds, you looking for a new paint scheme? How about this? I think it looks pretty good. Now I could touch up the bleeds. A moment of seriousness here, brought to you by Crazy Eddy. I could get out my seafoam green and a paintbrush and make all those edges look nice and sharp on this. It wouldn't take me long at all to do it. Maybe a few swigs of iced tea and make it look nice. I like my little patterns that I made. I just put tape on a cutting block and then cut out patterns and shapes. I think it looks nice. But the tape bled through because it was cold when I brought it out here. It's probably warmed up 10 degrees just since I started painting. And I'm painting in the wind too. You can see it blowing around. You can see it blowing. You see the little bushes blowing. You You see it blowing the plane around. The plane, the plane, the plane, the plane is blowing in the wind. It's blowing in the wind. All right, so there's the end of our serious discussion. Crazy Eddie will now take it back over. There you go, folks. Great paint job brought to you by the skilled staff here at Crazy Eddy's. And we'll get another shot in here for the millennials. There you go. There's your millennial shot. There you go. All right, that's enough for the millennials. Get a job. Get out of the house. Move. And, of course, I got that. That's perfect. Yeah, that's good. I didn't strip a gear on the landing. There you have it, man. In all seriousness aside, it's going to look great. I think it's going to look great in the air. It's still... Yeah, it's tacky, but has that ever stopped me before? No! And it's going to sit tail up, of course, because it doesn't have a battery. Let's get the eclipse of the sun out of the way. See what I mean, man? From a few feet away, it's going to look pretty good, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's, you know, Jeff's Customs RC wishes he could paint like this, man. I mean, after all, man, I spent 20 minutes putting tape on that thing. Probably another 30 minutes shooting paint on it, if that. That's just because some of the paint I had to shake a lot. I think it looks nice, man. I really like the bottom.